sunny. Yesterday my life was filled with rain.
Well, the man who made that song, Sunny, famous more than 4 decades ago, has passed away. Singer-songwriter Bobby Hebb died Tuesday at a hospital in Nashville. Sunny was an instant classic and was eventually covered by Frank Sinatra, James Brown, and many others. I'm joined by a great musician in his own right, Savannah's own Ben Tucker, who discovered Bobby, helped him publish this timeless song, is what we like to say. What would the first thing that you want someone to know about Bobby?
Bobby was, number one, a great musician and a great person. I loved him. I would greatly miss him. And he had a natural way of composing music and playing music. He was a natural. His mother and father were blind, you know, and they used to stand on the corner of 8th Avenue and whatever street in Nashville many years ago, 60 years ago, wow, and play on the corner at where there was a Maxwell Hotel, and they used to have cups and play music, and Bobby played spoons and harmonica and guitar. It was great.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, you had a lot to do with Bobby's career in its own right. There's a great story that I want you to tell about how you helped make Sunny a big hit.
Okay. Well, first of all, I was playing at the Village Gate with Herbie Mann in New York City, and Bobby Hebb pops into the club and says, "Hey, Ben Tucker," he says, "I'm playing your tune, Coming Home, Baby. I'm playing at 84th and 2nd Avenue at a little pub. Why don't you come and hear me do your tune?" I said, "Great, I will do that." But in the meanwhile, I was living at 86 and 87 and 2nd Avenue. I just walked down there and checked him out, and sure enough, he played the tune beautifully, fantastically well, and I enjoyed it. And then I said, "Well, look, play me some of your music." And he played one or two compositions of his, and he played Sunny. I said, "Wow, man, where'd you get that?" He says, "I've been trying to get rid of it and trying to sell it, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Well, why'd you give it to me?" He said, "You got it." And I said, "What you doing tomorrow, man?" He says, "I'm trying to find a place to live." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, I'm being evicted tomorrow at the Lenox Terrace." And I said, "Well, look, why don't you meet me tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, and we go down to Mercury Records and we talk to Bobby Scott."
Well, Ben, I'm sorry. We're limited. It's news, so we got short time here.
But
Basically, it's a long story. The long story short is
that
it was originally the B side of the album, and you said, "No, flip it over."
Flip it over into a friend of mine in Detroit. I did with CHB, and we haven't
looked back since. Thanks, Chris, so much. Now, our pleasure, Ben Tucker and Bruce Spradley with their rendition of Sunny, along with Coming Home, Baby.